It's about to go down. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legend Morning Show is back Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Sean, that's me. Jay Black, Sexy Mo, C-Chung, and celebrity guests that you get nowhere else. That's right, but here on Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends. Go to our YouTube page, Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, and check the exclusive situation all the way out. Or catch it live. Get your comments on Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends are back. Yeah.
Going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now.
Ready. Let me see y'all. Give y'all a moment to get it together. Join the Takeover Legends on a Takeover Legend, a Hump Day Wednesday, March 27th. Wow, this month done flown by. It's done, the month is gone. I'm in one of them tired. I don't know. Like I slept good, but I don't feel rested. Slept good, but I don't feel rested. I don't know. I think today is the day I'm gonna have to protect my energy today. My whole, when I mean the energy, I need positive reinforcement. I need things I have to do intentionally to keep a clean, positive, things are going forward energy today. Like I wasn't gonna cancel the show. I'm gonna be here whether I'm solo or not. C-Chung might be joining the show. Let me see. Let me write that down. Hold up. I had to write down something on the list else to talk about. Dropping the song. Dropping DIDDY songs. All right. And I was trying to make today, yesterday we do a lot of talking on here. I mean, that's what the basis of the show is. You talk, I talk, you talk, I talk. Well, you talk, you text, I talk. You text, I talk. Good morning, everybody. Ashley, William, Diana, good morning. Everybody saying good morning to each other. I love it. I love the community, always engaging, always being here. But I realized I have to stay away from my phone too much. I have to stay, I think it's an honest, true thing now. This phone will fuck up your emotions for bad, will change your emotions. Let's say change your emotions as you scroll. It's just like, you're like, I've said this before, you're sad, you're happy, you're sad, you're inspired, you laugh, you're sad. Oh, you're fascinated. Oh, you're interested. Oh, you're sad, you're happy, you're mad. Oh, I can't believe this is happening. Oh, wow, that's so nice that person did that. Then you're sad and you're mad. Then you're sad and you're happy. Then you cried and you laughed and you giggle. And then you share and you send it to your close friends or your significant other. And you send things and all I keep seeing is just everything is just too much. It's not like stuff I haven't talked about. I just think it gets overwhelming. Like, how do you just do a show where we can just giggle and laugh? Like, people make you feel guilty for just giggling and laughing. Like, sometimes you just got to have a good damn time. Sometimes we can't forget, y'all. Sometimes we can't forget. If you've been on the show, you've heard me say this a gang of times. There is a scoreboard behind you that is counting down. This is going to sound dark and depressing, but it counts down how much time you have on this planet breathing. I don't know what happens next. And sometimes you got to remind yourself, why am I wasting my time developing these emotions over this darkness? Like, sometimes it should be the key of every day is to find the happiness in your day. To have the happiness of that moment. So when I was tired this morning, I said, I'm going to go talk to the Takeover Legend community. I'm going to talk to Nikki White Chocolate. I'm going to talk to Ashley. I'm going to talk to Afro Queen. I'm going to talk to RG Parker. I'm going to talk to Random Rick. I'm going to talk to Stacy Mitchell. I'm gonna come up here and have a conversation with you guys and have a good time. But I said, Mike, you have to force yourself to have a good time today. Even if we talk about topics that we got to talk about. Even if we got to talk about some shit we got to talk about. And we really don't. But I know that that's what's on top of my area, Mike. This is why I get on here and act a fool. Laughter does wonders. Nikki White Chocolate, amen. Amen, Nikki. And I was like, today I have to be very intentional on enjoying Wednesday. I have to be very intentional and watch myself. You ever just feel yourself like you feel yourself going like, you know what? I could easily let today be a fucked up day. Easily. So today, people might think my jokes might be inappropriate. I don't even got nothing written out. I just got topics we're going to talk about. I don't even have nothing written out. Just got some topics, some things, some thoughts. And everybody wants to be so, they want to be poignant. They want to everybody wants to out-top somebody else's comment. You want people like, yo, that shit was deep. No, today is no, don't look for anything fucking deep. If it happens, it happens. I'm not trying to be deep today. Trying to enjoy. I'm trying to listen, we'll take this the wrong way. I'm trying to use you and you use me so we can spark off our day together and have some smiles and keep it moving on a Wednesday. Even if I want to have smiles, even if we don't agree on shit. Even if we don't agree. Let's make each other laugh on how we don't fucking agree. There's some things we never agree on, ladies. The fellas is coming in soon. Ladies, y'all be on point. That's one thing. I think Random Rick might be the closest person to being on here like on time. Y'all be on time. So, and some things make me laugh, and some things I wonder if they really are funny. But today I'm guarding. Today I'm guarding. Today I'm here for us to go back and forth and start the day off properly. And have some damn fun today. The silly shit. Like I said, we can talk about whatever you want to talk about. We can get into everything we get into. But it has to, for me, I thank y'all for being here. Because this is some stuff. I need the dramatic. I need to have fun. That's what I need. I need big smiles. That's what I need. I need happy people detected.
A person was detected.
A happy person was detected.
A person was detected.
A person who's going to have a good day was detected.
A person was detected.
A person who's ready to have fun.
A person was detected.
Maybe dance.
A person was detected.
But no drinking for me. I was going to say maybe, but that's y'all. That's y'all. Y'all feel free. Y'all feel free. All right, how do I get into all right, diddy 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 diddy. All right, Jesus. Now this dude, Mike, did you try the soap? Well, you know what? Let me write down the soap. Let me write down the soap topic so we can get on to that. I was gonna save it for Jay Black because he'd be happy, but we'll see. All right, first of all, good morning, everybody. You want to start with the soap? We'll chill with the soap for a second. So Diddy. My God. Whenever somebody gets this much attention, and follow me on this, y'all. Whenever the media does an onslaught on one person, even if what they did is horribly wrong, horribly is disgusting, we don't know. For the sake of, we don't know what's true, what's not true. We really don't know it exactly. But whenever the entire media joins forces, it always puts my spidey senses up like, who's triggering all this? Like, who's behind this? Because it's always very well organized. Like, Diddy's lawyers put out something. Let me see if I got it. I want to read it. I think I got it about how it was treated. And I'm not defending nobody. I'm just trying. It just makes you ever have somebody who just tells you too much too soon and you start wondering? Like somebody tells you something about somebody else and tells you a lot of information. You're like, why are you telling? What? Are you getting to me first so I don't find out what your part in this is? So this was Diddy's lawyers speaking about the day all the houses got raided and everything. They say yesterday there was a gross overuse of military level force as search warrants were executed at Mr. Combs' residencies. There is no excuse for the excessive show of force and hostility exhibited by authorities or the way his children and employees were treated. Mr. Combs was never detained, but spoke to and cooperated with authorities. Despite media speculation, neither Mr. Combs nor any of his family members have been arrested, nor has their ability to travel been restricted in any way. The unprecedented ambush, paired with a premature rush to judgment of Mr. Combs, is nothing more than a witch hunt based on meritless accusations made in civil lawsuits. There has no finding of criminal or civil liability with any of these allegations. Mr. Combs is innocent and will continue to fight every single day to clear his name. There was one part I missed out of here. Oh, this one that got me. The authorities, despite media speculation, no, speculation. The unprecedented ambush paired with an advanced coordinated media presence. Coordinated media presence. And it was coordinated. My thing is Homeland Security is like, if you threaten to cut, yeah, I got, yep. What are all the Jay-Z memes about relationship to Diddy, man? Yeah, I don't know. A lot of people think other things he's not going to be left out of this. But my point is, it was coordinated. Somebody leaked this raiding thing. No, they just don't raid houses and the media just picks up on it. They get the alert. So my spidey senses go up on, there's something bigger. And like when you watch Quiet on the Set about Nickelodeon. Like, do we really want to know how much we were missing on how badly people are being treated? Kids, women, men. And who's above? Like, who are the people who put all the chess pieces in our life? And then when this all goes down, they always point us to like one certain person so they can be like, ain't nothing to see here. You see that bad person. But wait a second, if this person was influential, who put him in these situations? Who empowered him? Because at the end of the day, for most of his life, Diddy had a boss. He had people, he had a label, but the label got distributed through somebody. They were bigger, Clyde Davis, all these big. Who is it? And do we really want to know the truth? Do we really want to know how bad human beings are and how many of them they are? Then on the flip side, I see a promo that 50 Cent put out, that 50 put out. And I'll let you watch it. And this is 50. Look, 50 ain't stopping. I've heard 50 do interviews, and I know I'm all over the place right now, so follow me. And I want to know how you feel about this. Let me get this comment before I even play. Let me get RG Parker in here. RG Parker, maybe it's just so we see how much celebrities really cost. It's been said he's getting taken down so that the older ones involved don't go down. I can believe that. I'm going to play this 50 thing, and then I'm going to remind myself to ask the question. How much do we care? And then I'm going to ask y'all a question. Y'all going to do some homework. I promise we're going to get into some fun stuff. This is 50, and it seems like Uncle Murder, he got Uncle Murder to do it. Now, I shouldn't even play this because YouTube gets so funny that they start muting us in different areas. But I don't I just want y'all to hear it. I'll play a little bit of it, and maybe we won't.
Diddy, why did you pay? I'm like, did he do it? Did he drug her? Did he rape her? If you ain't do this shit, Diddy, why did you? You was an icon, nigga, you ruined it. Diddy documentary coming out, 50 Cent shooting it. I think it's called Diddy Not or Diddy Do This Shit. Now his son throwing up gang signs, doing stupid shit. Mr. Take that was take a vagina. You even gang raped a 17-year-old minor.
So, and under the caption, hopefully I just played a little bit and we won't get muted anywhere. It says, I think it was hashtag the Greenlit gang, which I think this documentary is actually going to happen. How y'all feel? Do you think it should happen? I'm not going to sit up here and lie and say I'm not going to watch it. But I'm not even going to be the hypocrite and say I'm not going to watch the shit. But this is the question I had. So you all tell me, and y'all just randomly put your comments in. Y'all tell me what you feel, how you think about it. With this whole, you know, it seems like there's going to be, look, Cat Williams said this, things are going to be revealed this year. A lot of people said this was the year things were going to get revealed about people. And my thing is, how much do you really care? Because in actuality, how much does this affect our lives? How much do you care? Like, is it going to change the way you look at music? Is it going to change the music you listen to? Is it going to change the shit you watch? Is it going to change the celebrities you support? And feel free to say no, because damn it, everybody on here has got stress and problems and a lot on their table. Remember, the Sean John clothing was all over the world. What else was getting shipped? I don't know. You know, you talk about things getting shipped, and now, you know, you talk about things getting shipped. Well, ironically, this is something else that once again came out about Diddy right here.
Paul go from being on the Syracuse men's basketball team to being labeled as Diddy's drug mule. The 6'2" guard spent 2 seasons with the program, coming off the bench for a total of 9 games before transferring to Fairmont State in West Virginia, where he finished the rest of his college basketball career. Not long after, he got connected with the rapper Diddy, and it's unknown exactly how or when the two met, but Paul was named as a close confidant of Diddy's as someone who is allegedly responsible for the acquisition and distribution of the rapper's guns and drugs. This news comes just hours after Paul's arrest in Miami on 2 separate drug charges as he was trying to board the rapper's private jet. And this is all happening just a day after the rapper's Cali and Miami homes were raided by Homeland Security. At this time, there's no further news on Paul's involvement and ties to the ongoing investigation, but for more updates, follow Bailey Jackson.
Now, the crazy thing is, let's just say this was the only story about Diddy. None of us would care. We'd be like, how do you get the white boy to be the drug mule? How do you get the white boy to get the drugs all in? How do you get the white boy to get the guns? If this was it, if that was all that Diddy was being accused of, we would not care. We would not care. It's when the crazy when the deranged sexual dysfunction and sex trafficking word gets thrown at us, and the Cassie allegations come in the lawsuit, and she says the nutty professor things that they were doing and what he wanted her to do, and he intimidate. Now that stuff makes us think, what this is really what these celebrities are into. And I don't want to say all celebrities, what they're into, what a portion of them could be into. I hope it's just a portion, could be into with some crazy, deranged, satanic shit. Sexual dysfunction and satanic shit. Okay. But if it was the drug mule, y'all know we wouldn't care. We'd be like, oh, we think it's a crazy story. Now, abuse, killing people, allegedly hurting people, allegedly sexually assaulting people, allegedly takes it somewhere further. But I ask you, how much do you really care? And I'm being honest. I'm not being sarcastic. Ashley says, Nikki's on their way. I missed Ashley's comment. I mean, Nikki's comment. Nikki, where'd you go? Nikki White Chocolate right here. No, it won't change my day today. All the booties that Diddy eats don't make me. We innocent bystanders. We just get fed all this stuff so we can have a public perception that puts pressure on artists. We're just used like everything else. We're always used. We're always used for our views and opinions so that they can be pressure to pressure prosecutors, to pressure people to put charge. Not saying it shouldn't be done. Not saying it shouldn't be done. But that's how we get used. They just want us to put pressure on so they can lead the charge or whatever they decide to do. Shelly, how you doing? Good morning, Shelly. Sorry about my phone. That's my daughter's hitting me up. What was this? Everybody saying good morning. So that's my thing. How much? This will come and go. Look, we said, this is just my temperature on society. Society said R. Kelly was the worst person ever. Surviving R. I'm not saying he wasn't. I'm not saying it wasn't deserved. But at the end of the day, we moved on. And as we see, nothing changed. Is it because we can't change it? Is it because we don't care to change it? Is it because we got too much in our life to worry about what's going on in somebody else's life or what's going on in that industry? Like Nikki said, it don't change my day to day. So do we really care about these stories? Do we really care about kids in Nickelodeon having their lives changed forever? Or is it just a good story for us to escape our lives and talk about? I don't know. I honestly don't. And I honestly think, in my opinion, half of the outrage is just motherfuckers trying to get likes and views. Half of the information that people want to drop is not because they want the world to know things. It's because they want the world to know their TikTok. They want the world to know their Instagram. They want the world to know their Facebook. They want the world to know their face, and they want the world to come back and keep checking for them because they believe they're going to be the next big TikTok influencer. Or maybe I'm just jaded at this point. Because there got to be people who want people to know about the stuff because they really want. Like the victims, I want to believe that victims want to share this story because they don't want it to happen to somebody else. And they want these animals, the Dan Snyders of Nickelodeon, to be exposed finally, even though they were rewarded for 20, 30 years. And they were giving all the money in the world. And a lot of people knew about this. I want to believe that that's why these victims are coming out. That's what I believe. Well, considering that Wendy's been saying this stuff since I was a kid, I knew there was some truth to it. It's not affecting me. Got you. Appreciate you. Appreciate the honesty. Is it ever going to change what we take in? Is it ever going to change what we go like, I'm not messing with it? Is it ever going to change what you listen to? I wish I had the other squares here because when I get ready to say something, I don't want it to be taken out of context. And I don't know. I think there is a care, and it's too bad about the look at me factor. But it is important info to get out there so folks know the pitfalls of the industry to look out for. Good point, Random Rick. Random Rick, you know what? I know it's early in the show, but Random Rick, the way you presented that, you deserve an applause. If I can find the applause. There it is. Talking about whatever as he eat don't make me. Because I think each one of us has to make their own choice of who are you going to mess with? Who are you going to let influence you? It is a struggle to try not only to decide what you're going to allow yourself to be entertained by, what you're going to allow your kids. And there's a certain point where there's so much technology, there's nothing you could really do to control what your kids are influenced. All you can do is try to influence them yourself. But there are a lot of rappers that I don't listen to anymore. Not because they're not fantastic lyricists. Not because I don't think in the realm of the music that they made, I acknowledge they are iconic. But my own personal thing, there's certain things I can't listen to. I can't listen to anymore. Oh shit, C Chung is in the building. Let me get C Chung in here. What up, C? What's good? C Chung is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, well, let me take you off. All right, he wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. He popped on. What? Pause. No Diddy. He wasn't ready. We'll see when C Chung gets here. But there's certain things I don't listen to anymore. And I'll go back to the point that it's not because I realize I listened to these rappers for a long time. But I can't let some of that energy anymore. I just can't. So let me see if he's ready now. You ready now? You good now?
Yeah, I was good. I was just I couldn't hear. I didn't have the speaker.
Oh, okay. D-Chuck is in the building.
Good morning.
So we'll get
morning. What's happening, everybody?
You missed everything from yesterday. Can you get closer to your mic or whatever? You sound a little far away.
Hold on. What the heck? Hold on, one second.
All right, just set it up and I'll come right back to you. So my point was, there's certain things that I've decided on my own that I'm not going to let, that I just can't put into my mind, just because it takes me, like I said, I'm trying to guard from being in certain spaces in my mind. And sometimes when you listen to an artist who's so amazing at painting pictures and actually taking you to in that place where, in my opinion, in that dark place or in that dark mode, they're so good at it. And I've been listening to hip hop since I was 10 years old. I don't need that. I don't need that in my mind. I can't feed myself that. I know y'all, it want to believe that since people always kept these things on a hush, it will keep from allowing others to be prey to predators. Yes, obviously. Yes, I agree with that, Afro Queen. And I'm gonna wait till see is all set up. But yeah, listen, Biggie's one of the greatest rappers ever. I don't listen to Biggie songs anymore. I don't. I know he's one of the greatest ever. I know he's one of the few rappers that right now I could still, if I wanted to go, I could still spit one of his verses. But I just get, it's just not, that's not where I'm at. That's not the feelings. I don't want to hear about dreams of fucking an R&B bitch. I just don't. I don't want to hear, and they are amazing songs that are written. And when I tell you the movies, when this was way before people called things a movie. Oh, it's a movie out there. Biggie created movies. He created movies. I get it. I'm not telling you not. And I just happen to bring up Big. They're a bunch. They're a bunch. But I'm just not in that zone. And if you're going to protect your energy, if you're going to change what you eat, if you're going to change where you're at and who you're around, you're going to change your habits physically, and you're going to change, then you got to change what you're actually putting in. And that's just, for me, that's just my opinion. And I know people see me on stage and say, how can you say that? But then you say that on stage. If I'm a hypocrite, then I'm a hypocrite. It is what it is. That doggone rap music. I get it though. If Jay Black was here, Jay Black would be killing me for it. Oh, you always want to blame things on rap music. Dog, I can only, for myself, I can only explain the influence that it had on me, positive and negative. I'm not telling you not to listen. I'm just saying there's a mindset that I can't get back into. I can't get back into thinking of women the way I thought of women. I'm not telling you I'm perfect. I'm not telling you I don't see a fat ass and lust. But I'm not on the hunt. It's evolution. We must evolve in life, even with music. Thank you, Mr. Fry. Thank you, Mr. Fry. Music, energy is power. That's why I switch up. And what I listen to regularly. Yes, you got to. Let's see if C. Let me ask C. What up, C?
How we sounding?
Now you're better. Now you're better, C Chung. Now C Chung's in the building. Let's Let me
So I'm
see.
listening to what you're saying though.
Right.
Can and so what are you listening to?
Dog, it's so crazy because I've been listening to like old, like I watched the Jimi Hendrix documentary, which is pretty dark.
Mm.
I don't know why I started listening. Like I'm listening to everything. I'm listening to like a DeBard song. I'm listening to, and I know y'all be like, well, L was doing coke. I understand L was doing coke. God damn it. But like even when I'm listening to like I was listening to the Kendrick verse where he's going at Future, he's going at Drake and everything. And I was interested in that because I felt like it lyrically it's a basketball game. And I got interested again in that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll listen to Kendrick's album. That's one of my favorite albums, and I can't Mr. Morale was the last the one that I'm familiar with. Listen to that. And I was cool with that. That was Kendrick last album, right?
I think so, but yeah, I didn't feel his last album was a little weird.
Oh, I actually loved his last album, but hey, to each his own. Like I'm not right. Been in hip hop his whole life. I actually I'll still listen to that going to New York on Mondays. So there's certain things I can't, like I just can't allow it because it takes me there. It puts me in an aggressive attitude for me. Like if I'm listening to if I'm listening to something aggressive going to Jonesy's show, right? It's not like I'm gonna go in there and start cursing. It's not like I'm gonna go in there, but I know I got a certain edge to me now. I guess it's like doing 1,000 push-ups and then you're supposed to go hug your girl. Like, no, if you do 1,000 push-ups, you want to go do some physical. Like you would do 1,000 push-ups, you're like, yeah, let's go get it. So, and I'm not telling people. There's just certain things that have always disturbed me about Biggie songs. There have been some lyrics that at a certain point in this whole Diddy situation, I promise you, there are going to be some lyrics that are brought out that Biggie did that are going to go back and they're going to link that shit to Diddy. Watch. They're going to say Diddy.
I thought about that too the other day. Because I was like, if Big was alive, shit, I definitely think he'd be caught up in this scandal with Diddy. Because
and you hope not.
He have a lot of suspect. He had some suspect lyrics back then. You know what I mean? So,
I mean, there's a lot, and but I need to listen to Mobb Deep give up the goods every morning. Well, and that's
damn. Shit. Okay, Ty.
Every morning.
Mobb Deep in the morning.
So I don't know. I played. I don't know if you know about. How do you feel about 50 doing a documentary already? Like, how do you feel about 50's really going? Like, obviously, there's something deeper.
Yeah, I don't think it's greenlit yet, but he pushing the shit. I think he kind of helped push the envelope on this whole case. Them investigating him and everything.
Did you hear the Uncle Murder do his thing for Diddy did it?
Everybody snitching on you, this shit ain't going well. You even try to get the acting nigga up in your hotel. 3 in the morning, I'm like, Diddy.
Here it goes. Hold on, I'll play it. See if you. I hope we don't get muted.
I'm like, did he do it? Did he drug her? Did he rape her? If you ain't do this shit, Diddy, why did you pay? I'm like, did he do it? Did he drug her? Did he rape her? If you ain't do this shit, Diddy, why did you? You was an icon, nigga, you ruined it. Diddy documentary coming out, 50 Cent shooting it. I think it's called Diddy Not or Diddy Do This Shit. Now his son throwing up gang signs, doing stupid shit. Mr. Take that was taking vagina. You even gang raped a 17-year-old minor.
All right, so that's the clip. Now I don't know how. I don't know if that's was
from that's from the wrap up.
That was somebody took the wrap up and basically put 50's joint on the documentary and made it almost sound like an intro. And I was like, damn. I said, and I don't know if 50 originally did that. I don't know who did it because with social media, 50's been doing his thing.
Right.
50. We can't put it past 50 that he actually got his people to put that together or whatever. But
Yeah.
how do
But I
you?
mean, I think eventually he will try and do something like that. And I don't know. I mean, I kind of know why he's doing it, or my thought on why he's doing it is because after he messed with the baby mom, and
Right.
I think that's where all of this stems from.
So for those who don't know what Chris is talking about, because we Jonesy had talked about it. Allegedly, Diddy had 50's baby mom up in the house and was paying for the house or whatever. And I don't know if that was Diddy's stab at 50 or Diddy's way of or
Nah,
maybe
there's pictures of them walking on the beach and everything. So it ain't allegedly. Yeah,
well, someone owes Wendy an apology. Definitely got fired a couple of times for no reason. Yeah, I remember them days when Wendy did get fired for Yep. But do you change? Does anything change? Like, see, what has to happen if we find out that this sex trafficking with teenagers, underage people, with anybody who's being sex trafficked, if we find out
right.
this is a big portion of our hip hop culture.
Yeah.
Does anything change for you? And listen, C, for those who don't know, it does production, and he's heavy into the music. The man's damn near a genius when it comes to putting stuff together. I'm a comedian. I can live or die without hip hop. But what would change? Would anything change on how you go about in your everyday life? Would you remove it? Would you not care? Would it not change anything that you support?
Nah, I don't think the music would be a difference. Shoot, we still play R. Kelly. We play shit. It's a whole bunch of artists that we play that I mean, especially from the past. A lot of our classics and everything. A lot of them people you was just naming that you say you listen to nowadays.
Yep, facts.
I'm sure them DeBarges was got a little skeletons in their closet.
Fact.
So,
or is it?
Yeah, I don't think the art wouldn't change, but the personal feeling for them, yeah, that might diminish a little bit.
All right, so Peter Rosenberg, and I tried to get it because they posted it. Peter Rosenberg said, we act like we don't care about Diddy. Like, he meant a lot to us in our lives. And this is what I got to say to that. And I want to play it to be fair so y'all can hear it. This is what I couldn't get it in time for the show. I just want to say that I don't care about Diddy, Peter. I don't know the man. I don't I think where we get confused at is that because somebody's remarkable at something and that person happened to do it in the same years that I'm growing up in, that happens to be the soundtrack of my life, I guess, to a certain point. I guess that means we automatically feel like we should care about the person and we should be, listen, I've watched LeBron his whole career. If shit go bad for LeBron, I don't give a fuck. I've supported him. But this emotional connection that we get, this emotional worship that we get, that this person has done something to change my life. Like, and Peter may feel that hip hop has changed his life in a way. No, that is the problem I have, that we get so connected that we fall all the way in with these people who we know we really don't know.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Look at stalkers. They really get entwined into their life.
And who? Say that again.
Like stalkers, how they
yeah.
really entwined to the celebrity's life, and I think you got to learn to separate that.
And Rashida says, I always say the music is the art, punish the man, keep the art.
That's what I mean. Yeah. To separate that.
And that's a hard. I don't want to get into that because that's hard. That's a whole bunch of pause. That's a whole bunch of it depends on what that music is promoting. But this is why I always say about pastors. This is what I've been trying to say about pastors my whole life. And I got in trouble in Dallas. I said, if that pastor gets on that microphone and is able to inspire me to do good, they have done their job. Once they get off that mic, I don't care what they do. I'm not worshiping him or her. I just need, like, I go to the gym, I use the equipment at the gym. I'm using you to actually help me. I don't care what goes on in your personal life unless it's illegal, unless somebody is being assaulted, unless children are involved and things of that nature. Other than that, I don't care. But I think when we get into these artists, we have this thing that we jump so knee deep into them that it becomes worship. Like everything about this artist is like, we're like, we take on this persona that we're on that team. Like Tupac and Biggie was the greatest example of how pathetic it got. We literally picked sides and watched two people die. And after they're both dead, we wound up doing the same thing over and over again.
I mean, shit, we still pick sides with them too.
Yeah, till now. A lot to who? This cat don't pay my bills. Well, I'm just saying there are people who really taking breaks. Like, yo, we're trying to act like we don't care about this. Yeah. We don't. And I'm not saying it to be cold. I'm saying, has anybody got Diddy's phone number to call and say, you okay? They're an artist. They're a product. And we take it very, very personal when we watch these people. And maybe that's my thing. I just have to put my arm out and just go like, yeah, I'm good. Like, I get it, y'all. I've been a part of this business too long to know that we are being used for their profit and us being passionate. Listen, the reason why the NFL is so huge is that people lose their lives in football. The reason why Beyonce is so huge is that people have lost their life, not lost like dying, but they throw their whole life into Beyonce's and Taylor Swift's and they're escaping their own reality. They need you to be obsessed with these people to make the type of money that they actually make. Right. Tasha said, I don't care. He don't know me personally. Rashida, yep, I'm not that invested. And morning. Okay. All right, since you are here and you wasn't here yesterday, first of all, what you been up to? Everything been good?
Yeah. So here, running around. Enjoying the beautiful weather.
Yo, did you see Freaknik? Did you see?
Nah, I didn't get to see it yet.
All right,
I didn't get to watch it yet.
All right, since we did. If anybody saw Freaknik, give me the thumbs up. You saw Freaknik, the documentary.
I'm gonna check it out today.
All right, let me just tell you, in the nicest way I can say this, Luke is the devil. In the nicest way I can say this, yo, Luke.
Is it that bad?
Yo, Luke. I'm not even saying the documentary really is that bad. Anybody who ever experienced
bad, I mean like crazy. Like
no, it's they did a good. It's not as crazy as I thought it was going to be. It's not. It could have been crazier. But the reason why I say when it comes to watching Freaknik, okay, I've only watched it once. I didn't get to watch it twice. I watched it once. So a group of college students at HBCUs, I don't know all the HBCUs out there, they couldn't afford, the way it started, they couldn't afford to go home for spring break. So they got together, a few females, a few dudes, and got together and said, instead of going home, since we can't afford it, let's have a barbecue. Let's have a picnic. Let's have a barbecue, right? And let's gather people up. So one of the gentlemen came up with the name. Remember this old song by Chic called Freak Out? When it's go Freak Out. So instead of calling it a picnic, he thought of the name Freaknik. Now, the name alone could have went left off the door, right? The name alone could have. I don't know why they decided we do Freaknik. So they make they make Freaknik. And Chris, see, all it is a happy little barbecue. That's all it is. They spread the word. People who couldn't afford to go home from their HBCUs, they went to they went and it picked up steam. It looked like it was going to be a happy story. College empowerment. You get to walk around. You get to meet people. You might meet a girl. She might meet a guy. You might, whatever, spark a relationship, and everything was fine and dandy. I'm skipping some things, y'all. So if you watched it, give the thumbs up. And then a year comes where Luke is in Miami talking about pop that pussy. Talking about face down, ass up. And Luke decides he's going to come to Freaknik. He said, there's something called Freaknik, and I am the overlord of the freak.
I got to be there.
And legend has it, it was never the same again. No, I don't think I want to watch it. I knew people who went back in the day. I hope they really stated the Baltimore influence. I hope they really stated the Baltimore. Well, it was really a whole Atlanta thing. It was like, you know, people coming from New York.
Yeah, it was because actually the story you just told,
right.
I know one of the founding peoples who actually started it. When he passed away about 3 years ago, but that's the same exact story that he told. That's why
Really?
he's saying that. I'm like, damn, yo, that's crazy. That's my man Phil Alexander. Yeah.
Really?
He
You
was one
gotta
of the-
watch it because he might be talking on it. You gotta check it out.
Yeah, that's crazy that you say that now. I'm gonna have to go back and check it because that's exactly how he said it started.
And Luke, the way Luke told the story, he was laughing. Like he knew I'm about to come and turn this thing into something different. He knew. And it escalated and it turned into, I think the highlight of it, the biggest one might have been in, I might have my numbers wrong. Remember, I only watched it once. I didn't take notes. It might have been in 93. And if you ever went to a Greek picnic, I'm gonna tell this between us, y'all. If you ever went to a Greek picnic, if you ever went to a Freaknik, you know, Jermaine Dupri was talking about how the Freaknik allowed rappers to get on, Outkast. Like you take your snippet tapes and you could have a whole block of people playing your snippet tapes. So rappers got on. The down south Atlanta takeover started, and art. So they were saying all the good parts. They were saying all the good stuff that happened. They were, you know, mom and pops were making money. The city of Atlanta was bringing in like $10 million, $15 million a year. That's when $10 million was stunning for somebody to hear that much money. Rashida said, we people I knew went to Freaknik. They were going down there to be freaky, laugh out loud. They could definitely go home for a break. I went to HBC. Okay, all right, cool. So maybe we'll get you some more of your input. So I just want to tell y'all this. And I hate to break the news to y'all. I know a lot of good stuff happened from Freaknik and Greek Picnic and stuff like that. And I know there was a positive message with sororities and fraternities that y'all tried to put together. I know that was the angle. I know there were positive things that went on. But people, we weren't shit at those things. Like, stop trying to glamorize something. Stop trying to make something look so wholesome. And now, granted, the documentary they tried to make it look wholesome. Then they took it to where it went. And then they tried to make Atlanta.
They had to keep it real, I'm sure.
Right. And then they tried to make the people in power, like the Atlanta mayor. They tried to make them the villains for trying to end Freaknik. People, there was no way that if you wanted a city to build, that they could have that shit happen every year. Like, just let me talk from a guy's perspective. Guys, y'all were animals at these things. Like, I know for some of us, all we did was take a palm quarter and the girls would perform. And, you know, you have your palm quarter or your big VCR on your shoulder and you were taking pictures. But they were a large portion of y'all that were fucking ridiculously dangerous at these things. And how y'all were treating women were fucking disgusting. And the fact that Luke instigated shit, like, and y'all were laughing. And Jermaine Dupri was like, if you never went to a Freaknik, you don't understand. Bitch, it was nothing but a fucking outdoor strip club. That's all it was.
That's crazy. How dudes used to be groping chicks up and everything. Like, I remember even from the Greek picnic alone, you know, Asbury, you know, like, man. Yeah, Myrtle Beach, like, Virginia Beach picnic. Oh, man. Dude used to be, that liquor get into people, yo, that be a lot of charges nowadays.
You know how many people be doing 20 years in jail right now? Right now, if a Freaknik happened. Don't blame it on Atlanta. Don't blame it on the governor of Atlanta. Don't blame it on the mayor. Take responsibility on how fucking disgusting we got.
Yo, the Puerto Rican Day Parade, when they did that one year.
The Puerto Rican Day got disgusting. Yes.
Yeah, I had videotape of that. And my man, Bob Celestin, City High lawyer at the time. He got me on Geraldo Rivera. I was on CNBC, MSNBC,
Oh, no, you a snitching?
Queen
You a
Latifah
snitch?
show.
Wait, you a snitching?
I snitched on the police though, because I had videotape of the police standing there watching it, and I was videotaping them, and I'm up there arguing with Marsha Clark. And I was like, look at the police, how they just standing there. I was like, why they not doing nothing? Who was Queen Latifah show. I was up there with what's his name? Reverend Al Sharpton. This dude Bob was crazy. City High lawyer. But
Yeah, I was. Can you hear me right?
Yeah.
The Puerto Rican Day Parade, the Myrtle Beach. Some people are naming stuff. Some women were assaulted at the picnics. Yes, they were. And I hate when they try, and I hate when they like. I hate when they try. Well, the Atlanta government day, and they did sabotage it. One year they closed all the exits, so they detoured everybody going into Atlanta for the Freaknik, right?
Yeah. Which
made historical traffic where people would take 2 hours to drive down a block. Like people were missing their weddings because they couldn't get through the traffic. But can I just tell y'all something? If I was the mayor, and then this is what happened. Atlanta got the Olympics. So when the Atlanta got the Olympics, well, guess what? Guess what's the first thing they had to eliminate? Us. You can't have the Olympics and we out in the middle of the street. And they were like, yeah, back in the good old days when women were dancing on cars and guys were hanging out of cars. What?
The good old days.
And this is what 40 and 50-year-old Jermaine Dupri and Luke are sitting there reminiscing about. Yeah, you wouldn't understand hanging out cars. That doesn't sound. Did you want your daughter to be there, Jermaine? Don't none of us want our daughters to be a part of it. Listen, Eastern Parkway.
Look, Eastern Parkway. I've been going to that since I was 5 years old, so I know about that West Indian Day Parade. But that's different though. You know, that's dancing and that ain't really groping or whatever.
It was dog. It was a mess. Dog, stop it. Stop with it. It's always their fault. They tried to shut it down. Listen, the Greek picnic started in Fairmont Park, and people started getting robbed down Broad Street all the way to South Street. And I was like, what were we doing? And then everybody's like, yo, I can't believe they're gonna shut it down. What? You can't believe.
And then now you wondering about Puff and all that. Imagine how much Puffs and Diddy's day was back then and shit.
Yes.
Because imagine that a lot of the girls were coming from high school, at the Greek picnic.
Absolutely.
I was in high school going to the Greek picnic.
My first Greek, I was in high school. I think I was a senior. I got over there. I should say obsessive behavior to these celebrities brings them billions, destroys others' lives while they live an abundant life. Greater education for their children, homes, property, investments, cars, travel, etc. Some people are just so gullible. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Some people just, but back to this freak nickname. I didn't know that the freak nickname made so much money that a guy waited till the trademark was up. I didn't know you had a few years that you could trademark something and then you have to redo the trademark.
Yeah. You got to do that.
So a guy waited and then he redid it. And then, he tried to bring it back, but he tried to make it a concert. He tried to make it, you know what I'm saying?
They try and do it every year. Like last year, they try and do it. But like you said, they try and do stuff like that, bring in old R&B acts and,
We know what
niggas ain't trying to hear that.
Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. Can we keep it 100?
Face down, ass up. That's the
way. What are you talking about?
Ain't nobody trying to hear some old R&B,
You gotta hear Lil' Kim talking about eating sushi, playing with my coochie. That's what you gotta hear. I mean, the whole environment, you knew why are we lying? Like this whole thing that it was just hundreds of thousands of black people trying to congregate together to enjoy themselves. That is not why we were going to the Freaknik.
Yeah, that shit started getting dangerous for chicks and shit, like.
See, I had some chicks say, yo, we want to go to, we're going to Myrtle Beach. You want to come with us? You want to come? You can come hang out with us. I said, y'all going? I said, I'm gonna go, but I'm not going with y'all. I'm not gonna be a witness in court on what happened to y'all, because these are the girls who wanted to wear the bikinis before everybody wore bikinis. They already had their bikini top. I said, oh no, y'all don't understand. Y'all should don't walk off.
I need to be with y'all.
Not my little ass. You got to be a gun-toting 6'5", 275-pound muscle bound with a squad with you. I was like, I'm gonna tell y'all women right now, don't go over there. Don't go over there.
Tell my sisters, and I'm like, yo, don't let me see y'all out there and shit. Even to my older one. But that was the good thing with them. They dressed appropriate. You know what I mean? Once you dressed appropriate out there, you was good. But a lot of them chicks was bikini down and
any sense of skin. You see any extra skin is a problem. You already know any extra skin. You show a little bit too much of them breasts.
It did have some good moments, You got some good numbers out there from some nice, respectable joints,
I did. I ain't gonna lie. Listen, all right. Since you want to bring that aspect up, I'll give you credit. See, I did catch her. I did, because of the Greek picnic. I might have bought a few plane tickets and had a few good times out the city. Like I might have,
Right. Yeah, we had the good side.
Yeah, I might have caught a few United Airline flights off of somebody I met, and I ain't gonna say it was all, man. I'm just saying, stop acting like we didn't know. We didn't know what the theme was, what it was for. Now, I'm not gonna get in here and tell you the raunchiness I saw. I done seen some dudes do some things. I think about it now. Some of it still turns my stomach, and I'm not even talking about this was consensual stuff.
Right.
I'm talking about these dudes was putting their mouths on things that they had never met before, and I was like, wow. I said, okay. I said,
I've seen some crazy stuff there.
Yeah, some things, but so just go watch the Freaknik. If you agree with me, agree with me. If you disagree with me, you disagree with me. So, lying for sure. Yeah, Jamil, I know you was up in that joint. I know you were up, and we all were. We all were. Yeah, I saw this one guy. Nah, I'm not gonna say that. Never mind. All right, so real quick.
What is it?
No, this I saw I had two stories. One dude was like, he was, you ever had that friend? He wasn't a friend, we weren't friends, but I knew him. You ever had that dude that always has a story to tell on how, he's doing this and he's doing that, he's making this happen, he's making that happen. If you went to the Greek picnic and all you did was drive around the circle at the park and you were by yourself in your car, dog, you were a loser. Like if you were by yourself, if you literally got dressed up, washed your car, and you drove.
They have a friend in the world, huh? To go.
And they have a friend to go to the Greek with you. Listen, maybe you're just an individual. Maybe I'm the loser. Maybe I'm the loser because I wouldn't do that. I go to the movies by myself. I go out to eat by myself. I go out to dinner by myself, but I will not go to a Greek by myself.
No, hell no.
Then I saw this one dude just in the middle of the car, just literally perform oral sex on. It was 2 in the afternoon.
Yeah, I've seen that too. Shit, somebody I was with, he's passed away too, but he did it. I was like, oh man, bro, you had a little too much to drink.
What are you doing? Yo, you gonna wake up tomorrow morning with a Fraggle Rock on your lip? Like, what are you doing right now?
Right, have a bum.
Jeez Louise. Oh man. Man, I had a party. I stopped the person from doing that. All right, since you want flashback, we did this party at this strip club. We used to do this party at the strip club. And I have never done this before, but I was like, there's a dancer dancing on stage, and I'm gonna lower down because I don't want to be too loud right now. There's a dancer dancing on stage, and she's bent over, and the butt is facing the audience, and this dude decides that he's gonna eat the groceries before anybody knew about eating groceries. Like it wasn't like it hadn't like
man.
And he wasn't one of my friends, but he was in the clique. I have never.
Right.
Normally, I'm like, me and Chris are the same way when it comes to this. That's what you're gonna do. That's what you're gonna do. I'm not judging. Just what I'm saying. At the end of the day, once the liquor's in your system, everybody's on their own anyway. You got to get home the way you got to get home or whatever. But dog, we had to stop. Do you know how crazy it is pulling somebody off from eating some ass? Like, do you know how crazy that is? Do you know how ridiculous that is, dog?
Oh man.
Do you know how crazy you sound when I look at you and I say, yo, stop it? Like I'm your third grade teacher. I'm like, stop it. This is not.
That's crazy. Straight eat the groceries in the middle of the club.
And the funny thing is, like, the worst thing is when you apart, we didn't even come together. I just happened to be in that little group of dudes. I was hosting. And people looking at me like, yo, get your man. That's not my man. But I'm like,
I don't know him.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop eating that. Stop eating that now.
Yo.
And I couldn't. The most I did was hop on the back of a few bikes at the plateau. Yeah, y'all was good for hopping on some bikes, boy. That ended a lot of relationships. A lot of women's relationships ended for hopping on a stranger's bike. I'll tell you that. Wait, I seen that before, but it was not a Freaknik or any of that. I'm like, whoa, you cats just having, in the parking lot, not going to drive off. Nope. When them hormones pop, this is why you're not supposed to smoke from every. Look at Taj giving out weed tips.
Right.
I did want to hit the tunnel. Oh man! All right, man. The tunnel was so frustrating, though. The tunnel was so. You know how many times I went to the tunnel and I never got in? That was so frustrating. You know what the tunnel made me realize, C-Chung? You know what the tunnel really made me realize? That was the moment in my life where I was in line. I said, one day I'm gonna be somebody. I'm gonna get in this club. One day I'm gonna be somebody. So the line was so long one day to get to the tunnel, and I had no pull. I knew nobody. In order to get into the tunnel, you would literally have to get in line like 7:30.
Yeah, the tunnel we got in there. I was there for Biggie's platinum party. I was with that was when I was DJing for what's his name, Mr. Malik, used to be in Illegal.
Wow,
me and my man Keith Davis, Jermaine Dupri got us in. I never forget that.
I'll tell you here's a flashback story real quick. I'm in line for the tunnel, and the line was so deep that we literally physically, the line crossed the whole street. Like the line went across the intersection. So when the light would change, you'd be on the corner, and the light would change, and everybody would go across to the other side, and then the light would change again. Then you'd be like, damn.
Yeah, what was that? Fifth Ave? I think it crossed Fifth Ave, and that wasn't no small block either. It crossed like.
Dog, and this man does not remember this. Dougie Fresh was online with me, right? He was online. He was on. I looked and I was like, oh, that's Dougie Fresh. And of course, somebody came all the way down to the end of the line and said, Doug, yo, Dougie, Doug. And I was like, fuck, one day I'm going to be somebody. I'm not there. I'm looking at Dougie like, yo, take me with you. I beatbox.
Oh man.
Wait, I've seen that before, but it was okay. Freaknik. Let me make sure. I'm trying to stay on these comments and keep the show going. All right. Hit the tunnel. And there are some of the men that dwell among us. Yes, they are. So technically, I never got into the tunnel actually till the tunnel became to I start. You know, I got into the
I
tunnel.
was in there the later days.
The later days, I was in the tunnel when it was house music on Saturday night. Like Flex was there on Sunday. That was Sunday, right?
Yeah. No,
And they would
Flex.
play hip. He was there on Sunday, wasn't he? There wasn't the tunnel
Yeah,
on Sunday?
Sunday was the tunnel was Sunday. Yep.
I would
That
get
was
into the tunnel. I would go to the house music tunnle. Like that same place was we'd go. I'd go there and party.
Yeah, Saturday, Friday,
Yeah.
Friday they had a they used to do the like the funk night. They had a funk night there. Because that was coming out, they came out of the Studio 54 era, like the ending of that. Like,
and I went to
Tunnel
Studio
was a guest
54.
for hip hop.
Yep.
Damn, I ain't never been to that.
I went to a Studio 54 because Studio 54 after all the celebrities stopped going and they stopped having the drugs be sent through the ventilators into and the Michael Jacksons weren't there no more.
Right.
That's where I saw Public Enemy before. I saw that's they at the end of a club run when they can no longer be bougie, they always come back to us.
Oh yeah,
they always come back to us. They always come back. But what I was gonna say about the tunnel, I went to the tunnel when the night, the tunnel wasn't popping. You know how you know the tunnel wasn't popping the night I went? Because you ain't had to take your sneakers off to get checked. They ain't check your boots. They ain't check nothing. They just gave you a quick pat down. I had to settle for Club Speed. Wasn't nothing wrong with Club Speed. Was nothing wrong with the Sound Factory. All right, what time is it? Let's get to it. So you saw Diddy got the drug mule. I don't know if you saw that. They got a guy who they just caught.
That's confusing me. I don't know what that's. Like his mule. What's like he just transports his drugs.
And his drugs and his guns. Here, I'll play it for you real quick. This is a real quick one. Yeah, his guns and drugs. His guns
Paul
and drugs.
go from being on the Syracuse men's basketball team to being labeled as Diddy's drug mule. The 6'2" guard spent 2 seasons with the program, coming off the bench for a total of 9 games before transferring to Fairmont State in West Virginia, where he finished the rest of his college basketball career. Not long after, he got connected with the rapper Diddy, and it's unknown exactly how or when the two met, but Paul was named as a close confidant of Diddy's as someone who is allegedly responsible for the acquisition and distribution of the rapper's guns and drugs. This news comes just hours after Paul's arrest in Miami on 2 separate drug charges as he was trying to board the rapper's private jet. And this is all happening just a day after the rapper's Cali and Miami homes were raided by Homeland Security.
Now, see, I said this earlier before you came on. If this was all that he was getting charged for, we wouldn't even give a damn. If it was just drugs and guns, we'd be like,
right. Yeah, that's fucked up.
All right, Tasha.
I wonder what's the backstory on that. How the hell they met? Like,
what's the backstory? Syracuse basketball player who know? Like, there's so many
family. Like, he sound like, I don't know if you watch Power.
Yeah.
He sound like what's his name? Braid. The white boy on there.
Listen. I don't know. I don't know, but
a family got to be good. Something like.
All right, so let me get to this because I Diddy, no Diddy, but there's been a lot of Diddy, so I'm tired. Let me just read this. I want y'all to hear. This is a game we call No Lies Detected. If you detect a lie in what this person is saying, you get on there, you tell me what lie got detected, meaning you don't agree with what they said. And this is a little political, but I'm gonna let y'all watch it. It happened on the Breakfast Club, so I'm gonna let you see what this lady has to say or hear and watch.
This why we gotta keep saving folks.
Mm-hmm.
And black men have been emasculated in the Democratic Party. That's real. They don't see themselves because to lift up black women is beautiful. We should, but not at the expense of black men.
Mm-hmm.
We have achieved what we have achieved so far in this country because we are together. And we can't pick up other people's bad habits. Now, white women may be able to lead a white man by the side of the road. Sisters can't do that. And the way that in this politics,
it's gonna play.
the way the Democratic Party, the mothers of the movement, and black women delivered and black women saved, black men do not vote much differently than black women. So don't do that. If Trump wins, God forbid, It is going to be because this president and the Democratic Party did not deliver material changes for the people of this nation. It is going to be because this president and the Democratic Party led over genocide, are complicit in genocide in Gaza. That is going to be the reason why this man loses. So he needs to choose. Is he going to choose his coalition, or is he going to choose to allow the person who is clearly a neo-fascist to win? It will be his fault. We ain't blaming no voters, and black people definitely ain't taking the blame. They don't call out white women. Hell, white women vote for Trump in very high margins. Right. And don't forget, when President Obama was running, they were so mad that President Obama won the primary. I'm just speaking truth. So just say amen or say ouch. When President Obama beat then Senator Clinton, some of them white women were so mad they voted for McCain. So don't come. Don't bring it here. Don't bring it to the feet of black people. We always save in this country. Don't blame black people for this. Why we gotta keep saving folks?
All right, so I'm gonna let y'all. Hey, see, Chung, do you detect any lies in that?
That was. Nah, she said a handful there.
Let's get these comments going. Do you detect any lies in that before I play the next one? We got 2 segments to this game today. We got 2 segments. I don't.
How do you feel about that?
I don't understand why. See, but every time I say something, every time I get into this,
say
it. Everybody thinks I'm in some form of fashion trying to get people to vote for. I'm not voting for Trump. I think he's a dangerous individual for a lot of reasons, but I think they're all dangerous. But I get sick and tired of people saying, y'all got to go out there and do this for them and then whenever we elect somebody or get somebody elected, we spend 4 years bitching about why our situations haven't changed.
Right.
And then they'll be like guilt tripping black people and the Hispanic votes get manipulated and used, especially over there with Trump. Trump got Cubans brainwashed in Miami.
And another year or a year, probably the next election, y'all vote. The Spanish vote is going to be the majority. You know.
Y'all, I honestly believe the reason why this border thing will never be controlled is because eventually they know the Latino vote is going to be probably the biggest amount of people, and that's one of the reasons why a lot of people don't want to give them amnesty and make them citizens and tax them, which would make the most sense, which is what Ronald Reagan did. Ronald Reagan basically said, all right, they're here. Let's make them citizens and let's tax them. But what this manipulation of these votes always happens. And there are people who are adamant about, you got to do this, you got to do that. I'm like, but then it's like, well, black women have to do this and black men have to do this and Latinos have to do that. But a white person has a choice. A white person can literally blatantly in public say, I'm voting for Trump or I'm voting for Biden and not catch no heat.
Right.
So Don Page said, no lies detected. All right. So if y'all can get on there, let me know. Now this one is a little, listen. I don't know what's going to happen in November, y'all. I just know, just buckle up. Just buckle up.
I'm going to say give it around July, August. That's when things going to start getting a little crazy.
Just buckle up. Don't be surprised if another variant of COVID hits around election time. Don't be surprised. That's all I'm saying. Don't be surprised.
Something crazy.
So don't be surprised somehow, some way we're forced to get sent back into the house. Don't be surprised.
She was right though on that thing. How do you feel about that? How he handled the whole Gaza situation? You think he's gonna lose votes on that?
I think he's gonna lose votes on both sides. Whatever side you're on, there's gonna be things that are gonna. I don't know. This is the thing about that. And you're never supposed to admit this. You're never supposed to admit stuff like this, right? You're never supposed to admit stuff like this. I don't know what I mean. I don't know enough about the history of the conflict. I don't know the history of the conflict. And the majority of us don't know. All I know is that people are dying on both sides. And for some reason, the one thing that a lot of powerful countries don't want is a ceasefire. For some reason, in the 80s and the 90s, it was all about peace in the Middle East. Presidents were trying to create peace. Jimmy Carter, peace in the Middle East. That ain't work. I mean, he was a one-term president. He got kicked on out of there. I don't know enough to put my opinion on this. I really don't. Because I don't know historically.
I mean, the land, you don't know, but so you think Israel has a right at what they're doing?
No, when you say it
do you think that?
I think the way human men were able to give people land and determine who has a homeland or who doesn't, to me, I think that's really weird. To actually designate something that doesn't happen organically. Like, to me, I'm very basic.
They actually came in there and took that, though. The Israeli people, like, they weren't even given that land.
That's what I'm saying. And then, but we support them doing that. Like, yeah, the occupation, we support it. And I go, well, I see why somebody would be mad that you occupied their space. But then I look at our country, all we do is occupy people's countries.
Right.
So I see the relation. So listen.
But I think morally, though, what they're doing is definitely creating genocide. Like, inside this war, the whole time, it's been 100,000 children and teens that have been killed, and only probably about 20,000 adults. So when you kill off the offspring of that much, you know, you wiped out. That's a lot of generations you wiped out there. Like, that's, you know.
You are absolutely.
So, and I think
you're right.
With Joe Biden not supporting that, but damn near giving so much money to them, you know, billions of dollars back in Israel in the war. I think he about to lose a ton of votes. You know, like that lady just said, you know, he's gonna have to do something to reverse that, because now he got the nickname Genocide Joe.
But I wonder, and this just, once again, I'm wondering. I'm not adamant about anything. C. Chung is basically schooling me on more of this. And look, I got a lot of shit going on in my life. Maybe I should investigate and research. If I'm saying I'm not historically sound on this, maybe I should. But I got to go to work right after this. So, and then after that, I got to do some shit after that. So, but I wonder, no matter what president is in there, do they actually have the power? Would they actually be able to survive as a president if they took a stance against Israel? Would the politics involved allow them to survive more than one term? Would their own party even support that?
I hate to say it, but it's really only been one or two presidents that's done that. And one of them was Trump. Like, you know, he stood up to Netanyahu, however you pronounce his name, you know.
And that's my thing. Like, I don't understand that. It's the whole thing that what power does a president really have? And the political game is, I know this is wrong, but I also know what we get from this. And I also know what advantage we have by supporting this. And no, we have supported, and I'm not including Israel in this show, so don't take clips of this and go run with it. We have supported some horrible country leaders. We have supported some dictators in this country. This ain't the first genocide that
every horrible dictator we've supported.
See,
before we turned on them.
Before we turned on them. No. Yeah.
Before we turned on them, we supported Gaddafi. We supported Saddam, Iran people. We supported the Taliban. They were good before they turned. You know, we gave them all them weapons and.
No, it's just when it comes to politics, it's what is good for us. I guess our politicians are on hook for what two other countries are doing. It's awful, I guess, for us. Does anybody really understand what's going on with the Ukraine and Russia? Does anybody really understand why we are so adamant to send?
Well,
What was it?
really, because that's the doorstep of NATO.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? Once if that's what they worried about after he finished with Ukraine, the only other countries bordering that on this side is NATO, you know. So they wondering like, damn, is he well not they ain't wondering. They say he gonna keep going pushing in, but I don't know. That's definitely he touch a NATO country, it's over.
It gives me a headache.
It's a crazy time we in right now.
No, it gives me a headache. Can I get? I once again, I'm gonna be Mr. 1 + 1 = 2. I'm so basic math at this show when it comes to this. Like, I'm so big. If we are both superpowers, if we are both so-called, we're superpowers. Why can't we just make this money together?
All right.
Why is it huge? Why is it men decide I need to be the person? And listen, it's in every part of history. It's always somebody, it's always a country who decides that we need to rule. And there's always some ruling that goes on, and then a conflict goes on, and war just happens, and then more war just happens, and then a Vietnam War just happens. And you just go like, this ain't got the scary part, and maybe this is my real problem. The scary part is that the only thing they tell us is to vote because they know they ain't shit else we can do. Y'all, we can't do nothing. Because after we vote you in, you ain't even held to the standard to fulfill what we voted you in for. Let me get to these comments real quick. And sorry for sounding basic skills, y'all. It is what it is. Heard that there was biolabs of the U.S. and Ukraine. All right, we don't know that for sure, but thank you, Random Rick. It's sad they teach current events anymore. This is why a lot of people are lost on what's going on. Yeah. Meanwhile, nothing gets done here about police reform, black and brown relations, wealth gap in our country. No, it doesn't. Nope. Greed and power, Mike. That's what Don Page says. Thank you, Don Page. We have to support the exploitation of others to justify our own and stay in power. Man, listen, I done gave myself a headache. Why'd I even play that? Man, listen, let me play this. Let me tell me if any lies are detected with this gentleman right here. Let's move on to some bullshit. Let's go right here. Any lies detected with
settle. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but listen, everybody can't have a perfect man out here. It ain't even enough of us around. Like, let's be honest. So at the end of the day, we can go ahead and put that 50-50 conversation to rest, because every woman ain't gonna get 80-20, 100-0, whatever y'all thinking is gonna be 60-40. Some of y'all gonna have to go 50-50. And shit, y'all might gotta go 60-40 on your end with the man, just to be happy at the end of the day. Like, let's be realistic. Come on now. Somebody gonna have to settle, man. That's all I'm saying. All the straight men that's left in the world, a lot of them is in jail. A lot of them married. What do that leave left? Everybody can't have their cake and eat it too. Like, you can't have the best of the best. Sometimes you gotta just go for what you got and be happy and be grateful, because you can have nothing at the end of the day and be miserable. Come on now. J. Cole said, love yours. I gotta take this in consideration.
All right, so basically he says, some of y'all gonna have to settle. Some of y'all just gonna have to settle in relationships. Afro Queen, I just wanted to put this. Randall Rick said, I get all my news from the Takeover Legends. Don't do that. Don't do that. Lies. This cat is lame. Seeing this. This is how he feel about himself. Don Page, definitely no lies detected. Listen, y'all. I know he's saying it from a female point of view. Some of y'all gonna have to settle. I'm just from a Michael Sean point of view. At the end of the metaphoric day, if you're going to be with somebody in a long-term relationship and you're just with that person, there's some settling that's going to happen. That checklist you may have, you are going to settle. Sounds like this guy ain't got no job. You are going to have to settle. No lies. Ain't no P worth more than Jesus. All right, Mr. Fry. All right. Be happy that man giving me a third of the rent. I'll be single. I'm not saying that you have to settle for somebody being disloyal and cheating. but there's some settling that has to go on. We are dealing with people who are not perfect, correct? Have we proven that everybody ain't perfect? There's no perfect person walking the face of the planet. Anybody in a relationship right now, if you had truth serum in your shot into you, and they said, what are some of the things that you didn't think you'd settle for, but you settled with the person that you're in love with right now? You would name about 4 things. You would name about 4 things. There's not a person who's ever been with me that didn't look, and I know they were like, yeah, I'm settling right now. It's called compromise. This shit is called compromise, see? I know.
So what's settling to you though? What's settling? Like,
okay, I'm not gonna settle with somebody who I think is out in them streets whoring around. I'm not gonna settle for that, right?
All right.
I'm not gonna settle for that. I'm not gonna settle for that. There was a time where I probably wouldn't settle for somebody who I knew about their past. But at this age, I'm like, how can I hold your past against you if you can overlook my past? There's always going to be some type of settling. Like, I don't think physical violence you should settle for. I think that for me, these are the ones I can. If you one of them chicks that like to put the index finger in your man's forehead when you're arguing, that's not for me. I'm out. I'm out. Yeah, I can't do it.
I'm out, definitely.
If you the person who likes to call your man a punk bitch or a dumb mother, or I'm out. I gotta go. I gotta go with that. If you gain like 15 pounds or 20 pounds, and your body may not be the ideal type that I had in mind of spending the rest of my life with, my body ain't ideal. I can settle with that. Okay. See, Chung is quiet. Okay. See, Chung is quiet. He got quiet. See, Chung got quiet.
Because I ain't want to, but what we said about the first 2, I'm adding that one to it too,
If you've gained 20 to 30 pounds, see, Chung can't mess with you. Like
yeah, I ain't want to say it, so I said, I'm gonna wait till the next one. See what he's gonna say.
No, say it. Listen, Mr. Fry said you can't cook. I'm out. See, I can settle for somebody who can't cook. I've never been a picky person about somebody.
Shit, you know me. I need somebody that can cook. I gotta stop poisoning myself.
More than 4 things, but I love. Listen, Stacey Mitchell is in a successful marriage. She has 4 things, but she love them though. But you settle. You know you settle. Hey Don. Hey Nikki in the building. Yeah, with the belly I got, I can change my views on physical appearance. Reem, that's what I'm talking about. I don't have a belly, but I'm not. I'm not in a. I'm working on it. We all settle, man. We all, there's something. Because if you don't settle, then you're saying the person that you're with is now the perfect person. They meet every quality you need.
To me, though, yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. Kind of like, I hope nobody's watching that. I'm, kind of. But
wait a second. Wait. Go ahead, say that to you. What? See, Trump, to you? What? What?
Yeah, oh man. Well, that's what I'm kind of waiting on. I don't choose to settle. I'm trying to clean it up here, but yeah. I don't know. That's why I'm still single now.
But listen. Listen.
But she's gotta be perfect in my eye, though. That's my whole thing.
That's a good save. She got to be perfect in your eye.
May not be perfect in somebody else's,
but in every relationship, aren't you going to have to tolerate something that you ain't really thrilled about that person, or something that they
leave
do?
Out. I'm gone. That's why I'm single now. Like and I tell people some of the reasons, and they like, because she sneezed funny. That's why you left. Like, yeah, I just couldn't take it. Like, the way she laughed, I'm like, oh no, I can't see myself with this for the rest of my life. Like, snoring, oh nah.
Wait. If somebody snores, how they gonna control that? Would you want them to put the?
No, she can't. That's why I control it and be out.
Oh shit, Tasha, this is not how a relationship works. You build That's how it works. I'm not about to be like, hey, I see you are a bum. But since you're the only person, let's work it out. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that a person, look, somebody said, I'm not in basketball shape, but I used to be. So gotta be fair. Okay, all right. Chung has always had high expectations, though. All right, that's why he's by his fucking self now. No, I'm playing. I'm playing.
No, you're right. Shit, you damn right.
I don't think everybody is perfect, but get close to what I'm looking for. Not completely off. A smoker and a person who eats bacon is a no-go. A smoker and somebody who eats bacon. Like, you talking about cigarettes? And I guess you're just talking about bacon. She said bacon. After 20 years, trust me, there that I had to settle for. Okay. Chuck, you're going to be single a long time, bro. Listen, y'all.
You right.
I used to have
I know you mean Chung, but yeah,
Chung, yeah, Chung.
shit.
Hold up.
Hey,
Let me tell you the list I used to have. I used to have a killer list. Yo. I used to have a list. Chung, she didn't use the correct salad fork. He's gone. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. He's out of there. I'm okay with a weed smoker. Just not Newports, but you'll take that weed, boy. You'll take that weed.
all right. Oh yeah, I'm the same way. You pick up a cigarette, I'm definitely going.
I got okay. Obviously, looks were very important. This used to be my list. Looks were very important.
Oh yeah.
Now it depended on what your positive look trait was. Like, some women are thick. Some women are sexy and tight with the little tight bodies, with the little ones, which I was into the little tight bodies with the little stomach, and all that good stuff.
Right.
I had that. I couldn't date women with ugly feet. Listen to that. That's how vain I was. Ugly feet was a rap. I didn't like ugly feet.
That's still in there.
Ugly feet. Ugly hands. Ugly hands. Now I'm not saying I ain't smashed out a few of these chicks, but women who don't keep their house clean. Like, I think that's part of hygiene. Keeping your house clean is part of hygiene, and then physical hygiene. Physical hygiene is something I need y'all to always be on, smelling right everywhere, right. Physical hygiene, cleanliness was something. I needed somebody who could hold a conversation with me about different things. Like I have no problem with hood conversations as long as we both know that what we're talking about is some hood shit. Like, I need a person to recognize that what we're talking about is really some hood shit. Like, this ain't affecting the world in no way. This is some hood shit. Like, I'm down to talk about your auntie being a slut. I'm down to talk about the fact that your auntie be knocking down nephews. I'm down. But understand that
we both gotta understand that this is some
hood. Yeah.
Once you start getting all serious into it, I start looking at you like,
you start looking at it. What? You defending your auntie? Auntie gotta live.
Right. I thought we was on some hood vibe here. Shit.
No, you talking about auntie gotta live? What do you mean? Auntie gotta live? What you mean auntie gotta live? Those are her nephews. Go ahead. All right, so far I got looks. Now, I don't have a preference in skin color. I don't have a preference in dark skin. I find beauty.
Me neither.
I can find beauty in any shade. So looks was, okay, ugly feet, ugly hands, had to have personal hygiene and cleanliness around the house. If you happen to have
your list now, right?
Wait, let me tell you how the list. Let me break down the list, and I'll tell you how it's changed. If you have kids, and you are irresponsible as a mom, that would be a turnoff. That would be a turnoff for me, because I understand if you can be that irresponsible with your kids, you can be that irresponsible with me. That even easier. That foot thing is still relevant. Reem, goes both ways. Don Page, we don't allow ugly people in our family. Something that I was told by my brother and first started to date. All right, let me see. Nikki White Chocolate said, "I'm not settling. I'm compromising." Okay, it's a play on words. I like it. You can tell you got ovaries with the play on words. All right, so looks, ugly feet, ugly hands, hygiene, personal hygiene, cleanliness, being a good mom. Now, being a good mom does not mean You got to have a bunch of dough. Being a good mom is that you're taking care of your kids and you're not running the streets with me at 3 o'clock in the morning, leaving your kids with your oldest son. Okay, now listen, have I done it? Am I a hypocrite? Have I done it? Yeah. Did I know your kids were by themselves and we were still out running the streets all night? Yeah. But in the back of my mind, I was like, this bitch ain't shit. So, okay, being a good mom. What else did I have? Here's the thing that guys want that is ridiculous, but I wanted it too. I don't want somebody who's a freak in any way. I don't need you to be a freak. I need you to be experimental with me. I need you to be okay. We need to be sexually compatible. But sometimes my compatibility, I also don't want to realize that if you're compatible with me, that means you've had some experience. But I try and put that to the side. All right, sexual compatibility.
That's all my list now. Shit.
Okay. All right. So here's the list. What time is it? All right. Here's the list so far. Looks, ugly feet. These are things I can't have. I can't compromise looks. I can't compromise ugly feet. I can't compromise ugly hands. I can't compromise hygiene. I can't compromise personal hygiene. I can't compromise being a bad mom. And I can't compromise if we just are sexually incompatible, because there's certain things if we can't do. So that was the list. So now ask me what my list is. What? And Steve say, what's your list now, Mike?
What is it now?
I just want to get along. That's all I want. I just want to get along. Like, do we?
Oh shit!
I just want to get along. Do we get along, yo?
Oh man, damn! You cut all of that out. I just want to be happy.
I just want to be happy. I just want us literally to be able to sit on the couch, right? Or lay in the bed and watch TV, and everything's cool. Like there's nothing crazy going on. So
hell no.
I mean,
that's a plus, but you cut that whole list out.
No, and how about the ones that really still bother me? Ain't the ones you would think. Like the ones that still, like the ones I still don't overlook. I really need you to have pretty feet and pretty hands. There's something about pretty feet and pretty hands that I super like. Mm-hmm. I need to have a family person. Cannot be disrespectful to mom. That means you will treat me that way. Okay. What do you got? Got to be employed. I need my money for my toys. Man, Mr. Fry sound like you're using somebody, but hey, I'm not here to judge. Ty, solid freak. Okay. All right. If you a solid,
yeah.
Okay. All right. Sex gotta still be on there. I'm cheating.
Or I'm cheating.
I'm cheating. Nah, keep that list. Hygiene is still on my list.
Right.
Hygiene and cleanliness is on my list. Being a good mom, yeah, that's a good one. I keep it. And sexual compatibility. How much weight can a person gain, C-Chung? How much weight can a person gain before it changes the relationship? 30 pounds?
What you said, exactly. Yeah, 20 to 30 pounds. You put that on.
Have a great day, family. So, all right, Don Page. Mike out here, Ray Charles, and feeling wrist. No, I'm not.
Yeah.
But that's not what I see. People take it too far. What I meant by getting along, yo, is I've been with bad joints. I've been with people who are dope.
Oh,
but I need to get along.
With a bad joint. And that breath, that hygiene. Oh man.
Did you mention the breath?
Huh? No, I didn't. I just was going. The hell am I gonna mention it for? I just,
I gotta go.
Myself.
Right. But what's wrong? It's deeper than what you can handle, baby. Are you going to prison? Are you going to prison? No, I'm not going to prison. the doctor tell you something?
Yeah.
No, the doctor ain't tell me nothing, but I wish a certain type of doctor would have told you something, but no. Gotta get out of here. Gotta break
Yeah, I
out.
cannot take that.
The whole point of that list is I still believe we all settle. And if you don't settle, God bless you. I'm not telling you to start. C Chung has decided he ain't settling.
I mean,
Cat
you
still-
know, my list has gotten shorter. That's what I'll say. My list has gotten shorter. You know.
So are you ever does it ever creep into your mind? You go like, is there an age where you go like, yeah, there's a certain age that things got to get like, there's a certain age that if a relationship don't hit, I think I'm by myself forever.
It's the part on that is I don't care. You know what I mean? It's like I've been, you know, I love it so much now. I'm like,
that's it.
Shit.
That's the end of the show right there. That's it. I thought I was gonna get a deep answer. I thought he was gonna say around 54 or 55. He said, at the end of the day, I don't care. I'm feeling so good right now about myself.
Yeah, shit. I love my own company. You know, it took me a while to do that, but yeah.
All right, man. It's been a pleasure.
I can go to the club by myself, everything.
Oh man. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I need to start venturing out more. Maybe I need to start venturing.
Yeah.
But hey, that's my list. I can't be, you know, this is a comedy club. I'm good. All right. C Chung, thank you so much for joining. You are funny as fuck.
Yeah, exactly. No stress, alone.
He said, I'm by myself, and it's good to be by myself. That is a good, and I've been by myself for a while. Chung gonna hit the wall. They doubting you. Random Rick said you're gonna hit the wall.
Nah, don't get me wrong. I keep female friends, you know, but after a while I sit around just look and be like, damn, that just annoyed me. Let me go home and sit, you know. What I mean?
But that's crazy because you think about it, at a certain point when you're in a relationship, something's gonna annoy you. You can't just bounce every time some shit annoy you.
I know.
We gotta get it. Let me write this note down. We need a relationship there. We need a therapist on this show. We gotta get a therapist on this show. Therapist. We need a therapist. All right, y'all. We out of here. See y'all. Don't forget to finish that promo. I gotta post that for Bob Sumner.
I'm gonna have it by give me about a couple hours. I have it by 10, whatever.
By 10?
Yeah.
You said 10?
A little bit.
You said 10? You said 10?
10, yeah,
10
yeah.
10 my time. 10 Jersey time. 10 Jersey time.
I'm 3 hours behind, so you know.
Oh shit! So what's that for me? You ain't 3 hours behind.
I'm bugging.
Yeah, I'm about to, what? Nah, there are days. Oh, Tosh, wait a second, Tosh. She said there are days I cry on the pillow, laugh out loud, then happy I'm alone, laugh out loud. It's wild. Yeah, Tosh, we got to get a therapist on this show. We're going to get a therapist on here because you crying on the pillow, but then you crying because you alone, then you happy to be alone.
Yeah, we definitely gotta.
Yeah, we gotta balance that out. No age limit, 18 to 80. Just need all your limbs. Well, goddamn. All right, Mr. Fry. Have a great day. All right, Rashida. Have a great day, all. Everybody, smash that like button. Hit that like button. Leave some more comments. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday, which is Friday Eve. And I will have more for you. I don't know if C Chung came. Listen, if C Chung is here on the 27th. We're not gonna see C Chung till like April 11th. So just everybody, let's appreciate.
Nah, watch, you see me. I'm back.
Let's appreciate C Chung.
I'm here. I'll be up here tomorrow.
C Chung is like a what? He's like one of them actors you only see in movies every 6 or 7 years. You're like, yo, he's still acting. Yo, he's still acting. C Chung is like Andre 3000. Like he's like, we like, yo, Andre, dog, you're amazing. And we don't see Andre for like 10 years. Then we just see him on the street. Next thing you know, he got a flute album out like that.
But this is where I'll be at, man. I'll be in here working. So, you know.
I'm coming to Atlanta. Don't worry, I'm gonna be out there. John pulling he's Sade. That's who John is, Sade. That's exactly who he is. He's Sade out
Funny. Merry Christmas.
there. He just pop it. You be like, yo, Sade's still alive. Oh shit, Sade's still alive. Wait a second. Let me get this last comment in here, and then I say happy 4th of July now. Yeah, happy 4th. We'll see you around July, son. We'll see you around July. All right. All right, let's wrap this up. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. And understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything in life. Fight for your happiness and never let anyone take it from you. From Michael Sean, Jay Black, C Chung. Jay Black will not be back till next week. And Sexy Mo, that's it. We gone. Gone then.
It's about to go down. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legend Morning Show is back. Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Sean, that's me. Jay Black, Sexy Mo, C Chung, and celebrity guests that you get nowhere else. That's right, but here on Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends. Go to our YouTube page, Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, and check the exclusive situation all the way out. Or catch it live. Get your comments on Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends are back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going nowhere.